Hi, and welcome to our webinar on the election of the Athletes Commission 2025. Today, we would like to introduce you to the upcoming election of the Athletes Commission at the World Games in Chengdu in China. In general, the Commission plays an essential role in representing the voice of our athletes, sharing our opinions, and making sure that our interests as athletes are in the center of the decisions, especially when it comes to the IFA and the board of directors, which we are also part of. When it comes to the Athletes Commission, and to keep our work strong and meaningful, we're searching for 2 to 4 male and female new candidates for the Athletes Commission, which Eric and I are the chairs of. And in this info session, we would like to give you an overview of the Athletes Commission and why our engagement is really important to the work of the IFA and what we're actually doing in the Athletes Commission. So we invite you to listen and hope you like it.
Antonia, it's a pleasure being here with you and to guide through this info webinar regarding the Athletes Commission. I'm very excited about the upcoming elections, which takes place, as you said, during the World Games in Chengdu. Only a few days until the World Games in China starts. It will be an exciting moment for our sport. First time big event in China. And also the election is a very important step for our federation. You said it in your greeting words. You and Eric Kindler, as the chairs of our Athletes Commission, you are part of our board of directors. So you are the speakers for all athletes within the board of directors in the IFA. You are part of the decision-making process. I'd like to give a really quick overview how this Athletes Commission started in our federation, because in 2015, 10 years ago, we had a reorganization of our federation, and we established different commissions, working groups, which are focused on special topics. It's the Communication Commission, it's the Youth Commission, for example, the Athletes Commission, beside many others. And this structure is in place for 10 years now. And in the IFA Congress in Cordoba, during the Men's World Championship, the board decided to establish the Athletes Commission, beside the others I mentioned already. And to show you the importance of the Athletes Commission, because in all our decisions, we try to center the athlete, because it is the core value of our sport. Without athletes, we cannot play our sport. And it's written in our statutes that the chairpersons of the Athletes Commission are automatically member of the board of directors, including a voting right. That's a very important information. And I'm really glad that you will run again in this election process as representative for all athletes, and so does Eric. And we can see here a picture of a few members, past members, present and past members of the Athletes Commission. You, Antonia, you are actually the third woman who's leading the Athletes Commission. Ines Meyer started in 2015, then Katrina Lackinger overtook the duties from Ines, and you are the successor of Kathi Lackinger for some years already now. And Eric always was the chairperson for all the male athletes. Yeah, and Antonia, maybe you could give us some insights on the tasks and duties of the Athletes Commission. What are you doing? And as I said in the beginning, you're part in the board. Could you give us some special insights of your work? Because we have a close relationship. Only if I think about the past events like the Women's World Championship in Argentina last year, or the Under-18 World Championship or World Tour Finals, you as Athlete Commission are also involved in some processes to organize and run the event, if I think about the schedule or other parts.
Yeah. Thank you. So in general, as I already said, we just represent all the athletes' opinions and try to give those opinions further to the IFA and to the board of directors. And as you already said, we can also vote. So we can also use our voice and represent the interests of the athletes. And when it comes to recent events like the Women World Championship in Argentina, it was like that we had several calls where we discussed, for example, the game plans or also the food, for example, which is also really important for us athletes. And we can there, give our opinions, and the IFA really tries to meet us in the middle. And for example, that was really nice in Argentina because everything worked out really well. And we also were asked afterwards if there were any wishes left open. Exactly.
Thank you very much, Antonia. And yeah, the election process is just ahead of us. And could you give us also some insights about the election process during the World Games 2025?
So every candidate, every athlete, has 2 votes and can vote via the electrical system. Every athlete will get the chance to vote via email, and it's also the same for the IWGA election as well, which you will explain.
Just one small correction. Sorry for this, Antonia. The voting is not done by email, but you're right. It's an electronic vote, and yes, all athletes are registered with their official email address they used for the World Games itself. But you also mentioned the IWGA Athletes Commission, and there's also taking place an election of the IWGA, and that's amazing news. And I would say it's historical. The first time in history a FISBall player is running for a position on the IWGA Athletes Commission. And Eric Kindler, a long-time member of the United States national FISBall team, has been officially nominated by the IFA and was accepted by the International World Games Association. And that's a really big news. I'm so proud of Eric, and it shows the great work he's doing in IFA and for our sport in general. And we also invited him for a quick interview.
Fistball fans, I'm Eric Kindler. I'm a longtime U.S. national team fistball player. And honestly, believe it or not, it's been about 10 years that I've been with the International Fistball Association's Athletes Commission, serving you guys. I've been honored to be basically a, IWGA candidate for the Athletes Commission, and I'm really excited to be heading to Chengdu in, basically a week here. And I really hope you guys vote for me in the upcoming election.
And to come to an end in our information webinar, the last words are up to you. Do you want to add anything, Antonia?
Yeah, thank you. So the goal is always to make sure that we athletes are satisfied. That's why our commission exists, and the athletes are the ones who make the sport special. So please use your voice and join us in our Athletes Commission, maybe also as candidate.